There is something very nefarious going on behind the scenes at YouTube, and we'll get to the evidence of that in just a second. But first, do you know who the largest landowner on planet Earth is? Think House of Windsor, the Queen, or more specifically, the Crown.
The Queen owns 1/6 of the Earth's land, and she is the only person in the world that owns entire countries. Queen Elizabeth II owns 6.6 billion acres of land, and she is head of state of 16 countries. Collectively known as the Commonwealth Realm, she owns the entire countries of Canada and Australia, which are the second and sixth largest countries in the world.
For anyone out there, especially you Brits, who still believe the Queen of England is nothing more than a beloved figurehead who yields only ornamental power, I want you to listen very carefully to this.
The Prime Minister-designate will please come forward to be sworn in. Mr. Justin J.P. Trudeau.
That's the dapper and lauded by mainstream media Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. Now listen to Mr. Trudeau's pledge.
I, Justin P.J. Trudeau, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors. So help me God. I, Justin P.J. Trudeau, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I shall be a true and faithful servant to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II as a member of Her Majesty's Privy Council for Canada. I shall keep secret all matters committed and revealed to me in this capacity, or that shall be secretly treated of in Council. Generally, in all things, I shall do as a faithful and true servant ought to do for Her Majesty, so help me God.
I wonder why the mainstream media doesn't cover the fact that Justin Trudeau's fealty is pledged to Queen Elizabeth. Does that sound like the type of government that will strive to serve the best interests of the people, or the best interests of the Crown? So why am I going down this road, you ask? What does this have to do with YouTube and Google strangling YouTube channels? When I started this channel on YouTube, I was inspired by the nature of the level playing field and the freedom to speak truth to whoever would listen. In fact, given the challenging to the establishment nature of the subject matter I covered on this channel, I was shocked that it could earn money through advertising at all. And the channel, the information I've put out there, has always attracted new subscribers, intellectually curious, libertarian-minded, freedom-loving people who were fed up with the non-stop lies of a corrupt government and propagandizing mainstream news media. I was able to build something special that no one could take away from me. I couldn't be fired for offending my boss or penalized by my manager for discussing challenging content in the workplace, my megaphone to speak truth in the public square.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
When I passed 100,000 subscribers around a year ago, the growth of the channel only accelerated. It took 5 years to reach 100,000 subscribers, but then in just the next 10 months or so, I had hit 160,000 subscribers. Because as YouTube channels grow, they seem to get exponentially larger, like a snowball rolling down a mountain. Then, it all changed. November 2016.
Just in the last 2 days, we announced that we will remove advertising from anything we identify as fake news.
The attack against all of us was on. The fake news straw man would be a useful tool for the fascist corporatocracy to silence any form of speech or sabotage any YouTube channel. This is what monopolies and fascists do. Now back to the Queen. Do you know that no one in Great Britain actually owns the land upon which their homes sit? They merely hold it.
Queen Elizabeth II owns every square inch of land of the United Kingdom. When you buy a property in the UK, you are simply put on a map called the Land Registry to identify that you own the title to that plot of land. In reality, you don't own the land.
In fact, if you were to strike oil on your private land in the UK, you have no rights to it. The Crown automatically owns any oil or valuable minerals found below private properties, and all you're entitled to is compensation to replace the soil once the loot has been confiscated. What I've come to realize about the YouTube Adpocalypse is that it's a lot like the Queen confiscating the oil under that poor British subject's home. What's going on right now with Google and YouTube is quite a bit more nefarious than just shutting off the advertising, as they figure out how to please advertisers and keep ads from appearing on quote-unquote objectionable content. My friend J1 from the Another Boring Week YouTube channel recently asked the question, is YouTube throttling content? And Ryan from the Random Acts of Ryan channel has pointed out that many of us in the Truth News community not only are dealing with lost ad revenue, down 90% in April alone, we are having subscribers literally stolen from us.
Many YouTubers who are considered independent media heads, independent journalists, independent researchers, are complaining about subscribers leaving their channels, and myself included have had people telling me they've been automatically subscribed. I've had literally dozens of people tell me that via personal message or in the comment sections. And if you look at here, look at this mass exodus of subscribers lost versus subscribers gained through April 5th through May 2nd.
And he's 100% correct. Wait until you see what YouTube is doing to the SGT Report channel. As I cover these incredible statistics with you from just the last 30 days, remember, my channel has only grown every month in every way since the day it began. And over the past year alone, more than 60,000 new people have subscribed to this channel. I now have a contact at YouTube. They give you that pleasantry when you reach 100,000 subscribers. And I can tell you that she's been very nice and very supportive. But when I spoke to her last Friday about these statistics that I'm going to share with you in a minute, she literally said, I don't really see anything unusual with your channel. See if you agree. Remember, YouTube shut off just about 99.9% of the ads on this channel on March 31st. These statistics are from April 6th to May 5th. Watch time down 46% versus the same exact period last year. Views down 51.79%. Likes down 43.7%. Shares down 59.9%. And video and playlists are down 62.5%, while estimated revenue is down 91% versus the same period last year. And here's the big one that really proves something nefarious is going on behind the scenes. Subscribers are down 84.7% versus the same exact period last year. My subscriber total was stuck at 164,187 for 5 days, and 2 days ago it went up 50. Today it reads 164,352. That's only 165 new subscribers in the last 8 days. There were days in February and March of this year when I added more than 1,000 subscribers per day. And a good daily average from the beginning of this year was around 150 to 200 new subscribers. On May 4th alone, YouTube claims that this channel lost 29 subscribers. There's something very nefarious going on behind the scenes at YouTube. It's one thing to tell YouTubers that there's an issue with advertising and challenging content. Sure, it's a straw man to introduce Orwellian censorship. I get it. But it's a whole other deal to sabotage channels with nefarious algorithms and shenanigans behind the scenes. The YouTube Adpocalypse is a straw man. It is a contrived, coordinated strategy to get rid of the competition on YouTube so that the legacy dinosaur media can come in and take over. Understand this. It is not about objectionable content. These corporate overlords are more than happy to advertise on despicable shows like Fox's Lucifer. This is an attack to kill the competition. Think the robber barons in the late 1800s. Think Hearst, Rockefeller, Morgan. This is a coordinated attack, not only against the truth media, but against a free market. Google and YouTube are behaving like the eugenics-loving queen, and they are taking not only the oil, but the floorboards and the nails that hold our houses together too. So as Google and YouTube continue to change the rules in the middle of the game, rules that used to allow independent voices to reach millions of people, the new rules will, and in fact are designed to destroy what made YouTube special in the first place. Our voices, our community. And they intend to replace it with the corporate mainstream garbage that has already lost the respect and the trust of the public at large. Almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every day. 6 out of 10 people prefer online video platforms to live TV. By 2025, half of viewers under 32 will not subscribe to a pay TV service. These statistics have the legacy media and their corporate overlords petrified. The YouTube Adpocalypse is only part of the story, and only a part of the plan. As YouTube partners with outside firms to scour YouTube videos to make sure they're, quote, appropriate for brands, you'll notice that the TV show Lucifer on Fox will continue to enjoy premium advertising on that despicable show.
And you really think that this is the flaming sword? I thought Father destroyed it during my rebellion, so I wouldn't use it against him.
Because surely there's nothing objectionable about Lucifer for McDonald's or Walmart, BMW or Budweiser to provide advertising during that show. And as Google and YouTube fine-tune their algos and AI to keep ads off any content they deem hateful, including political speech and commentary, the once free and open platform for content creators and real news producers will reveal itself to be nothing more than a plantation for day laborers or subjects to Her Majesty's whims. You will soon be seeing many of us, including SGT Report, on alternative platforms like Steemit. Thanks for watching, and I want to offer a very special thank you to our Patreons over at Patreon SGT Report, and an additional special thanks to everyone who has visited survivalmode.us, our new health store. Many of you have reached out with very kind comments, and in turn, I thank you so much for visiting. Check us out at sgtreport.com for real news 24/7. God bless.
They control the platform and to some degree do want to control the message.
Yeah. Well, and they're doing a heck of a job at it.